Alright, let me see. Alright, folks. So, I'm coming up to check the cameras. And I freaking made a freaking whoop sound. Like, whoop! And all of a freaking sudden, up this way. About 2 minutes later, up this way. Up that way. Up on the hill. Freaking tree knock. Big tree knock. Right there. Again. It's right up that way. That's where that tree knock is. Okay, now before I continue live, I want to inform everybody that I don't know how good the connection is up here because it'll probably cut in and out. That sounded just like a whistle. I mean, it's so quiet here. I'm heading up this way. Bird. That's crazy. It's definitely a bird. I really don't want to expose my position where I am. Because if that Squatch is up there and he did that knock, I think he's going to come down to this location. It might expose my cameras that I'm going to. So that was my bad, definitely. Because I don't want him to follow me to my cameras. But I'm sure that he probably already knows they're there. But that's freaking awesome, though. Big tree knock right up here. I love squatching. I haven't been out in a while. But when I heard that, I wanted to go live. So you guys can hear and see what I see and hear. Now where I'm located at, there's a lot of leaves on the ground already. In Pennsylvania here. This area X. Now we're going to one of my cameras up here. See, look how that's all matted down. Hi guys, how you doing? Just want to say hi to my viewers. blue jay. It's over there. Now the location of that knock was coming up from this way up on the hill. Right up on top of the hill. Damn it. Fucker. There's one thing that Pennsylvania has, and they're called tree louse. They're like, they're lice. They are trees, and they have wings, and they fly, and they get in your hair. They can get up into your freaking hair, and they look like spiders with wings. And they fly down, and they get into your, I mean, I had one just right down here, sorry for swearing. I heard him down right there. That's why I always make sure my hair's cut short. Bigfoot's gonna make some type of a noise walking through this stuff. Unless it's in the trees, like a monkey. So I got a camera up over here. In 2005, right up on over here is where I seen Bigfoot. 2005 right here. He was coming down this way. And he was circling. Cousin and I were over there. My cousin and I were over there. cell. The tree. Check this out. This is put up like now. There's a lot of four-wheelers and stuff out here due to the hunting season coming up in next month. So there's a lot of four-wheelers up here. But that freaking knock, I specifically heard that like yesterday. I mean, it was loud. I'm trying to figure out where my camera is. I might be down from it a little bit. I just don't. If it goes up further. Huh. Yeah, definitely this wasn't in the way. Alright, folks. So, I'm gonna let everybody go because I'm sure the connection's not that good. I'm gonna let everybody go. I'm gonna find my camera, and then I'm going to, after I find my camera and everything, I'm gonna check it and everything. If I get any activity whatsoever, I will pre-record it. Chipmunk. I will pre-record it and post it up on our page, because a lot of these spots where I'm going, the connection's not that good. So I'll let everybody know if I get activity, I'll either A, go live again, or B, I will pre-record it. All right, so take care, and I'm gonna go find my other camera and then be done. Ooh.
Look at these eyes shine. Look at that. Look at those eyes shine. Keep watching. Watch this eye shine. Look at that. Look at that eye shine. Wow. Right there. Look at that eye shine. Right there. That's insane. That's insane.
We're heading on out right now, and I'll let everybody know on what we get. Bye-bye. Okay, so I checked the trail cameras. I had to change the batteries in one of them, and one of my trail cameras wasn't working right because it's a cheap one. I mean, that's what happens when you got cheap trail cameras. They don't last long. That's one thing, one purchase that I have to do in the future is more trail cameras that are relevant and good. Connection's probably not that good up here, but I'm doing the best I can. But I checked the trail cameras, all of them. I swapped out the SD cards. I'm going to go home, check them out, and then also I did some drone footage as well. So what I'm going to do is going to go home, check them on the computer, check everything on the computer, and I'm going to edit a lot of stuff out, and then I'm going to upload the video that I did with me looking at the trail cameras and the footage of the drone and whatnot. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel at Bradford, PA Bigfoot Research Group. You can check that out. I will post it on our Facebook page to the video as well. So I will have a video done probably by Wednesday. Probably by Wednesday I'll have the video all all done and over with. So, but Area X is up here. This whole area right here is called Area X, and up here is where I seen that thing in 2019 stand up and get back down. My trail camera caught it, which is called the Squatch Stalker mission. So basically, this was a stock, the Squatch Stalker mission number 4, and I'm doing a whole like series on it, on evidence of Bigfoot. Basically, a series that I'm going to be doing on YouTube for everybody to see. So look at this over here. See how this mud is? You want to check the mud for tracks and prints. This here looks like a big print. Looks like a footprint, a big one. It scuffed the leaves up. See that? I mean, it kind of looks like it, but I don't know. See, so this wetness right here, you want to check out for footprints itself. There's a lot of deer tracks up here. There's a lot of deer around here. But this is your helper to find if there's any footprints up here at all. I don't see anything around in here. So I see some indents right here in the ground. Doesn't really look like anything, but you want to check stuff out like this when you're out researching. You want to check little mud holes, little mud pits, anything with spongy mud or whatnot. I mean, you want to do that. Hello, Robin. Hello, Ginger. So Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project was going to come with us this weekend and do an expedition, but unfortunately they have a sickness in the family, so they can't come up this weekend. But we are going to definitely have expedition number 74 up here in Area X this weekend coming up. I'm trying to get a hold of Mike Menonero from Erie Bigfoot and have him come up with us and see what kind of activity happens. A lot of the activity happens up here at night. During the day it's not really active, except at one time in 2019, which I think it was stalking a deer, and evidently, I mean, it stood up and showed itself. It was like winning the lotto, but it wasn't like winning the lotto because we didn't really get a lot of, I mean, there wasn't a lot of data there because the picture wasn't really good quality. So I don't see any squatchy like activity, any mainstream active activity right now in this area. But I mean, things could change rather quickly. That's how this place runs, man. It runs with the Bigfoots are very keen to who's up here. Very keen. They know, you know. And it's almost like they know your DNA, you know, that you were even here. So it's really interesting indeed. Like, look at this here. That was strategically put in there and placed in there perfectly by a hand. That's interesting. It's just interesting. Some of the things that happen up here is very unexplained. You could talk to, we've had Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project up here once. We've had a paranormal team up here. We've had Cryptovania up here. You know, these guys are pretty good researchers, and every one of them has said there's definitely something squatchy in this area. Look at this. This little thing here. Now I placed a few little trinkets up here. I placed a gift, which was a necklace. I wrapped it around the tree. I placed up a pumpkin head that has like solar powered, so it lights up at night. I also placed up here an alarm system that goes off at periodic times throughout the day and throughout each week, and it goes off, let me see, 3 times 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes it goes off 3 times, and then after that the alarm shuts off. It's done. But it goes on for each time the alarm goes off, it's like 5 5 to 10 minutes, and then it's done. It's, you know, it goes off until the next time that the alarm is set to go off. So it's really cool. If all you researchers out there use like an old cell phone, if you have an alarm system that like wake up in the morning, like a battery operated alarm system, and set it for specific times, and then the alarms that I have, the alarm settings that I have are like squatch calls, are like distress calls from animals, Indian powwow dancing sounds, flute sounds. So there's a lot of different sounds that it plays into the alarm. So that's really cool. But I'm using an old cell phone that I wrapped up, made sure it was not going to get wet, and when it goes off, it's loud. It's loud. So, you know, I'm trying to draw attention, and that's what the important part is, to draw attention. Not every time the squatches know you're in their area. So I figure it takes a good probably 30 minutes to really get them to know that you're there. Get them to know that you're there. And the best squatch time is right at dusk, you know, right as it gets dark. That's the best time for Bigfooting. And then you can just go out throughout the night, or, you know, throughout the night, and see what you get. I did a lot of different calls up here. I did whistles and everything else like that to try to amp them up a little bit. But I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I really don't know. And that's what the whole thing about Bigfooting is all about. I mean, you just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it could turn out to be, you know, completely dead, you know, where there's nothing, there's no activity at all. Or it could turn out to be something very miraculous. I mean, it's just the way it goes. So this field right here is pretty gnarly. So you see the grass is getting pretty high up, almost 3 feet. 2 foot high grass. Another thing is you know, is you can look into like this, right in this high grass, looking around for any pathways, anything that's laying down or anything else like that. Like right around in here, there was something rather big. Yeah. So we'll check this. We'll check the information out once I get back to the house. I'll check it all out, and then I'll edit the video, the main video up here, for everybody to see. Put it on YouTube. This is our 4th mission of the Squatch Stalker, and checking the cameras out. One of the cameras, like I said, was dead, but it was a cheap one. All my other cameras are going fine. They're good. They're good to go. Also utilize the drone. I don't know if I got any footage whatsoever on that because it malfunctioned. I had a FPV camera on top, and the wire for the FPV slipped, came out, hit the blade. It hit the blade on the drone. The drone snapped the wire. The wire went flying somewhere else, and I have to get another FPV. It looks like somebody shot that. Looks like a bullet hole up there. That kind of looks like a bullet hole. But I bet you it was a woodpecker. Kind of looks like a bullet hole that somebody shot from maybe over that way. I don't know. Sniper. But I do know that the birds were out up there. They were going nuts while I was in the area. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, anything. But I tried my thermal camera to see if there's any activity on, because sometimes your thermal camera can pick up things that during the day as well, but it's kind of hard because everything's the same temperature. Hey Eve. Hello Eve. Hello everybody for jumping on. Give me hats off of everything. Hey David Sutton. You guys, gals. So, but this area, man, Area X, is just something else. It really is. We came back this way. I sent the drone over that way, looking over this way because I seen something mysterious one time. I was flying the drone over that way, so I wanted to check it out. I don't know what it picked up. I don't even know if it recorded right. And then Area X is over this way, this whole area back in there. It's where the mysterious stuff happens. The things that go bump in the night, should I say. So, yeah. So how's everybody doing on this gorgeous day in PA? Should I say? Should I say in PA? Should I say? So yeah, we're gonna come back out here this weekend and see what's up. What kind of activity happens. See, and then there's this here. This happens a lot, where things get placed over the trail, and then there's no Bigfoot tracks around. It's just weird. It's just really weird how it all is. It definitely is weird. So yeah, like I said, the area's pretty interesting, should I say the least. So I just want to get down in here and see if there's anything going on. How this is all pushed down is kind of odd. Yeah. Something interesting, that's true. Always something interesting going on. Nasty storms and hail and in my part of my state. Wow. Wow, hunker down, man. Hunker down, David. Nice and blue here until later. And then it's probably going to storm. So how is everybody? Doing good? Look at this here. Bent, broken off like that. There's something here. Probably a deer laying there. And then here. And then here. Oh, this is all odd. This is all packed down all the way in through here. This is really interesting. This is all packed down. Right there. I mean, it's just odd how packed down it is. But deer can do that as well. Nothing substantial, you know. Nothing out of the ordinary here. I just wish things would pick up, like the action and activity would just pick up. That'd be amazing if it would. I'll make sure I got my keys here. Yeah, we're just moving our way out right now, heading out to the car. There was something I wanted to show you guys before I end this, and it was just odd on how the structures were placed. I think there's one over there maybe. Yeah, like here, look at this. Like this is all like placed up here. That looks like it's recent. You see how all this is placed up here? Yeah, right over here. There's another structure over here. Now, these structures have been here for quite a long time. I walked right past that structure because I was looking at that other thing. Okay, this is kind of weird then, because this is all padded down. All padded down here. And then the structure is right into it. This is the possible Bigfoot structure itself. The reason why is because this is placed in here. This is threaded over the top of this. This is threaded in between. Definitely squatty, for sure. But we're supposed to do people and buildings and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy on how, and this might be saying no further, don't go any further. You know, basically telling the younger Bigfoots, hey, don't go any further. Yeah, use caution. But we'll see what happens for sure. So folks, have a good day. We'll keep you posted on what I find and everything on the SD cards, and I'll have that posted up. So keep us watching, keep it real, have a good day, okay? And you can continue to comment on this video because this video is going to be posted up. So again, have a blessed day, and we'll keep it squatchy, keep it real until we meet again. And that comes from Devin. Keep it squatchy, for real. Okay. So later, Gator. After a while, Crocodile. And again, have hey folks, how's everybody doing out there tonight on this Saturday night? I'm going to talk a little bit about the whole understanding of an area here in Bradford, PA, McKean County, that we call Area X, and how it got its name and what it represents, and what we're doing to resolve any indication of whatever's going on in that area. Okay, so it all started, let me see, man, it probably way back in 2000 and probably 2002, maybe, way back. And all of us buddies were playing paintballs back in there, and we were noticing a lot of odd things happening back in there, a lot of odd screams, a lot of odd rocks getting thrown, a lot of sticks getting thrown at us, a lot of odd subjects, seeing a lot of odd entities like ghostly images, growls, whistles,
red lasers, like red lights and stuff like that. And we were always believing that it was other paintballers and other people that we were playing with that were causing pranks onto us, you know. And we had nighttime games, we had daytime games, we had fires, you know. We would have a fire, and we would hear all these walking around like the campsites and everything. And we really, while everybody else was sleeping, while you know, the other teams were sleeping, you know, it's like, you know, hey, is whatever blah 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 still sleeping? Are they, you know? Yeah, nobody's up, you know, everybody's, you know, sleeping, you know. So I'm like, well, what the heck, you know, who could it be, you know? Somebody out messing with us and stuff like that. But every time that we would have security, you know, detail and go out and looking around, we would come up with nothing. You know, nobody would be out there and everything. So it got to the point where I started hunting up in that area, and I started, you know, going on hunting details, you know, going hunting and stuff, and I started seeing things that were unexplained, and objects moving, dark objects moving, like just flashes of dark objects moving, and then just during the day and at night, you know, getting dark and stuff, and then all of a sudden things just disappearing, and hearing whistles, hearing like woo sounds, and all these odd sounds and everything. And then all of a sudden, Finding Bigfoot came out, you know, with their television series, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm like, wow, I'm like, a lot of that stuff I hear on there, I hear up there, and I'm like, that's some really interesting things. And then all of a sudden, you know, I contacted a paranormal team, and they're like, well, have you ever wanted to contact the BFRO? And I'm like, who the heck is that? And this is when I didn't really know, you know, believe in Bigfoot and everything. And I'm like, I'm not going to call these people whatever, you know, that's just a bunch of baloney. And then in 2005, you know, we were getting ready for a paintball game, and then all of a sudden I seen something upright, bipedal, about 40 yards out, walking, about 9 feet high. Changed my whole perspective and the whole idea of Bigfoot. So I hid that from the public for a long time, and then, you know, I started to look up BFRO, and I contacted them, and it was like trying to get through Fort Knox, because I mean, they wouldn't put my report up, you know, at all. Come on, man, put my report up, you know, this is some legit stuff, you know, I'm not lying about it. And they never put my report up that I seen this thing, you know. And so I contacted Renee from Finding Bigfoot, and she contacted me back, and she said to me, she's like, well, have you contacted other sources, you know? And I'm like, yeah, but nobody's believing me on it. And she goes, well, you know, do it yourself. That's what she said. She said, go out and analyze it yourself. Go out and check it for yourself. Go out and look for it yourself. Go out and, you know. So I'm like, well, freak it, then I will. And then she said, all the evidence that you get, you know, just build up the evidence and start giving it to well-known Bigfoot researchers. And I'm like, well, how do I know who well-known Bigfoot researchers are? And she's like, you'll know, you know, go into your state, your you know, go into your state, your county, and find Bigfoot researchers, tell them what you're doing, and you know, give them your information. So that's what I started to do, and I started giving out information, everything of what I've been seeing, what I've been hearing, and everything else like that in this one general area that has all this activity. And a good source, you know, Mary Fabian from Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project. You know, we were talking on the phone, we were talking a lot, and we still talk a lot, and she said, yeah, you can give me your information, everything that you guys get, you know, build up your information, all your research and data, and you know, you can share it with us, and we can share it with each other, and make sure that you remember and trust people who you give it to, because there's a lot of hoaxers and people out there that will make a laugh out of it. You know, I'm like, all right, that's what I'll do, and so we started to build a relationship with the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project, and we went from there, and then we started building with many other research groups out there, and that's what we have been doing over the many years. Now this area up here intends to grow its interests because of the unknown. That's where, when I call it Area X, there's actually two separate areas that is in this area here in Bradford, PA, near the city of Bradford, PA, in McKean County. And there's a part that is called Devil's Mouth area, and I'll tell you about that. And then there's a part that is called Area X. And the Area X part is the part where I seen this thing stand up, and I don't know what it was, and there's a lot of other unknown entities that happens in that area. And almost like cryptid type creature type situations going on. So it's like an X. It's an Area X. It's unknown. And so I just put an X. It's unknown. So the Devil's Mouth area has a reputation of its own from us playing airsoft in that area, and paintballs and stuff, from paranormal, EVPs, getting slapped in the face, getting whispered in the ear, hearing voices, hearing screams, different stuff like that happening in this one general area. And there is some paranormal stuff happening in there. Your hand getting grabbed by a little girl, possibly, and a lot of stuff happening there. So that's called Devil's Mouth area, meaning there's one general area, meaning that it opens up in the devil's domain, and a lot of red eyes, a lot of different things happen in that area. So that's why that's called that. Welcome, Lee Fengar. Doing good here in Tennessee. Welcome very much from Tennessee. Welcome Donald Slovey, DWS. How you doing? So that's why those areas are called Devil's Mouth, and also Area X is because it's unknown. It has been going unknown for quite some time. 2019 is when we seen that thing stand up on the trail camera, and we call it the Squatch Stalker. But technically, I don't know what it is. I just call it the Squatch Stalker because I found Bigfoot prints in the area, and then I casted them. And also we put high lines up, which are about 7 and 8 feet high, and they've been snapped. So there's something tall that is snapping those lines, and the only thing that I know that's tall like that is either a dogman or a Bigfoot, or I mean there's other cryptids that can do that as well, but that's the known creature that I believe that what it is. So that's what I believe. That's the general beings that are in that area. But I believe mostly, though, a lot of what's going on in that area is paranormal, the unexplained. There could be a lot of earthly beings there, not Earth, from another planet. There could be something like that happening there, but I don't know. There's nothing definitive to know. There's nothing definitive to know what is and what's not. I mean, there's so many questions and not enough answers. It's just how it is. And it just makes you scratch your head tremendously, a lot. So anyways, tomorrow we're hooking up with, possibly tomorrow, depending on, hopefully the rain holds out. Tomorrow we're hooking up with Lake Erie Bigfoot, and they're going to be coming here to Bradford, and we're going to hook up with them. We're going to be doing some squatching in different areas, and I'm excited about it, hooking up with them, and with Mike Mendenaro and those guys. They're a new team. They just started this year, and he's excited about. And there goes a truck racing up our road that only goes 20 miles an hour. Very intelligent. People are retarded. Some people are. No, we're not going to be live. The areas that we go, is secluded, so we're not going to be live. But I will say that it's going to be pre-recorded on my recorder. So basically, I record everything, and then afterwards I go through it on my computer, go through everything, analyze it, and then I upload it and get it going about a couple days later. And then if anybody sees anything that is odd or anything, any sounds or anything else like that, they can let me know. I'll be posting up on YouTube, Bradford, PA Bigfoot Research Group. Put some nails in his tires later. Watch. Yeah, there was a couple times. This is like off topic. There was a couple times when people would drive up our road here, and they would just run up this road. Well, the one time they were going so fast that they went out of control. They hit this tree out here, and the car, it was freaking retarded. People were nuts. You like that? Yeah, people are just something. Some people are something. Other people are something too. So anyways, I will be posting it up though once the expedition's over with. It's going to be a Evidence of Bigfoot series. I think we're on our Evidence of Bigfoot series 6 in the Squatch Stalker, in search of the Squatch Stalker. So mission. So we're still looking for this thing, and we're just trying to get more help with it. And if we have more time, then we're probably going to be doing expedition number 79 along with that in the Allegheny Mountains National Forest. So we'll be doing a little bit of extras. Now, since this hurricane has, the remnants of the hurricane has went through a lot of mosquitoes, there's a lot of different bugs, a lot of different things that went around, there's a lot of residue, there's a lot of a lot of warmth. There's a lot of humidity. So there's a lot of changes in the atmosphere within the forests. So it's going to be very interesting. So it's going to be really muggy and very hot in some places. Some places it ain't. So we'll see what happens with the activities. It should increase. The activity should increase since the hurricane has passed through. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens. I don't know. But anyways, back to Area X. That's why we call that area Area X, is because a lot of the odd activity that has happened in there in the past. I challenge anybody, every time, I get on here, I challenge anybody, if you want to see activity, you want to have activity, not all of it is major activity, but it is still activity. Come with us in the Allegheny Mountains or up here in Area X, and I will show you some crazy, creepy activity that happens up here. And, one time we whistle. When you whistle, it just opens up a whole new door. When you start whistling, you start getting whistles back. And then all of a sudden, when those whistles start coming towards you, and you shine your light, and you're looking, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there, but those whistles are there. It's creepy. It is creepy, and Indian drums. When you hear those drums, they're like in the sky, and they're right there, but yet they're not there. It's unexplained. It is so unexplained. And when you got orbs during the daytime, when you got these orbs that come right out of the ground, and I have them, you can look them up on my YouTube channel, Bradford, PA Bigfoot Research Group. Go on my YouTube channel and look through my videos, and you could see this orb. Of course, you need a TV. I mean, a little phone or something like that. You're not going to see that orb. You're not going to see the orb. You need a TV screen or a monitor, a computer monitor to see it. But you'll see the orb come out of the ground, and you'll see it go this way. And first of all, you'll see it come up, and then you'll see a deer there, and then the deer gets spooked. It runs back. And then the orb takes off, goes down this way, turns around, and the orb comes back and goes right back in the freaking ground where it came out at. So there's something in the ground there, and I'm thinking that's a big moth right there. That moth is like this big, and he's flying right there. He's probably seeing this red light. It's a wood moth. But you could see that come back, and then it goes right in the ground. But I bet you if you dig in the ground right there, you'll probably see, hopefully not bones, but there's probably something there. Yeah, definitely for sure. All right, folks. So that's all I pretty much wanted to talk about. Is just want to talk about that a little bit, about the Area X, and a little bit about the Devil's Mouth area, and about all this spooky stuff that happens up here in Pennsylvania. And we're gonna be hooking up with Erie, Pennsylvania, Bigfoot team, and we're gonna see what we can come up with tomorrow night. So I'll give everybody updates tomorrow. So keep it squatchy, keep it real, and stay safe tonight. And remember, it is Saturday night, and it looks like up there that moon is full.
The moon is full.
Off of Scooby-Doo, you know.
The moon is full.
Later, y'all. Have a great night.
Bye.